We're live, Josh.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
My pleasure. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, for sure. So Josh Taylor, videographer extraordinaire. I took a dive into some of your content. It's freaking sick, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot.
I want to talk about that Chile trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you're 24 years old?
Yeah, 24, yeah.
So how does a young guy like you get the bug for adventure? Is it in the family? Is it in your buddies? Like
It's so I kind of started like canoe trips, kayak trips with my
Yeah.
dad, like, or just kind of fishing from our boat.
Yeah.
And then that's what kicked it off, I guess. And then I dove into some more portage trips with a good friend of mine
Yeah.
out in Algonquin Park, and then just kind of worked my way up to hiking out west.
Cool.
And then gradually, a few years ago, I did my first big mountaineering trip.
Yeah.
It was in Wyoming, which I went solo and drove across the U.S. And then
Yeah.
went solo and did Gannett Peak, which is the tallest peak in Wyoming. And
How tall is that?
it was 3,700 meters, I think.
So that's about 10,000 feet.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was rough. I couldn't summit it. It got pretty rained out. It was,
You couldn't?
No, I wasn't roped up. It was just me.
Oh,
So it
geez.
was 5 days in the backcountry. No one
Okay.
else, just me, kind of shooting it as I went as well. And I got rained on for like 3 out of 5 days.
Do you
Just,
do rock climbing?
I do. So I just picked that up. Like I was bouldering about a year ago, and then I did a course, kind of learned the ropes, and I've
Yeah.
got a few climbing mentors that are like bringing me out now. And
Okay.
so my next big trip is actually going to be a big climbing trip in Austria. So that'll be
How tall is that peak?
that one is also in the same range as Wyoming. It's 3,800
Okay.
meters, but it's a lot more technical. So
Yes.
like this is the first time I've ever hired a guide to bring me up because it's
Okay.
pretty legit. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it'll
cool.
be awesome. Yeah,
I saw in the trip that you did in South America,
yeah,
that peak there was 55.
yeah.
100 meter.
5,400. Yeah.
So that's getting pretty high up.
Yeah, that was a new experience for me. It was altitude just like killed me.
And
It was hard.
I know you talked a bit about it in the documentary, but I think your climbing buddy didn't make it to the top.
Yeah, so our goal was Cerro Ploma, which is the 5,400
Yeah.
meter, but we were like both just tanked from altitude. So everybody's just kind of different. You don't know till you do one of those. And
Yeah.
we just got like really dizzy and kind of nauseous. So the morning of, he like just held back. We were still pretty high up. It was like about
Yeah.
just under 4,000 meters. He held back. And then, yeah, I went up. I got up to the smaller peak, which was 5,100 meters.
Okay.
And then there was no other climbers, and I was like kind of passing out a little bit. So I was like, I gotta turn around. So I got up on a smaller one, but it wasn't the 5,400. It was 5,100.
Do you have to bring oxygen with you on that?
No, oxygen starts a little higher up. So
Okay.
I think like 7,000 meters would be
Okay.
7,000 and up would be
Yeah.
oxygen. Yeah.
So is that one in Austria going to be?
No,
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 that's
that
the
one.
same
Yeah,
height.
that one's just a little bit smaller. It's just more technical. So it'd be
Yeah.
like a different challenge. Yeah.
Is that your thing? Like you want to go climb some
Yeah,
tall mountains?
yeah, I want to get higher and higher, but I just got to work my way up,
Yeah.
learning the ropes and going with a guide and just getting better and better. So yeah,
Ah, that's cool.
yeah,
Oh, that's awesome, man.
yeah,
And how was the rest of the trip? I noticed that you hung out with some of the locals and
yeah. It was awesome because we were down there with my company. We were filming an ad for a surf retreat. That was like the whole point of the trip. So we
Yes.
stayed on this retreat and shot for them. So yeah, I got to surf in the surf capital of Chile for a bit and
Okay.
got to do some hanging out with the locals and try some cuisine. It was awesome.
How did you get hooked up with the locals? How
They
did
were
that-
just neighbors of the surf retreat, and they just like came over and were like, "Oh, we know the owner of the house, and we'd love to cook you something." So we just went over and hung out with them. It was awesome.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the best way
Yeah,
to
it was
travel.
great.
Eh?
Yeah,
You got to go and eat with the locals.
yeah. You can't be on a resort. You can't. You got to be in the thick of
No,
it. Yeah,
no, I've done the trips where it's the resort, and I've done the trips where it's like staying with the locals, and I mean they're both fun.
Oh yeah.
Don't
it's
get me
different. Yeah.
don't get me wrong. You get to enjoy the weather wherever you are, but hanging out with the locals, getting to taste like the local
Yeah.
cuisine, is like it's the best.
It's authentic. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Listen, your work is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Some of your ads are just
Thank
they
you. I really
give you the
appreciate it.
tingles. when
Thank you.
watch
I
it. Yeah,
appreciate that.
And how did you get into photography and videography?
Yeah, that's it was years ago now. I bought like my first little like dinky little camera setup and
Yeah.
I just want to take photos of my trips like everywhere I went. So I just bought this camera I could beat up and started shooting some photos, sucked at first like everyone does.
Yeah.
And then met some guys who did video, so I decided to branch into that and then upgraded my setup, learned the basics, and yeah, that's where just slowly started freelancing and growing.
That's good.
Yeah.
Are you making a living from that now?
So I'm in the process of transitioning to that, like just my company, like
No
full
way.
time. So it's a hard road to run your own production company. It's like
Yeah.
you got to have a lot of work lined up. You got to have good client list, but we're just about there. So
Oh, that's
it's gonna be
good.
great. Like not just freelancing, but getting my own projects would be awesome. So
Which one of your commercial projects was like the most fun to work on?
probably the one that I landed myself through my company, like not freelancing, was the Novus one that I did
Yeah.
in the winter, and that was really challenging. It was like a backcountry ski trip. We were filming for a Canadian ski brand, so
Okay.
I was filming while skiing and while we were hiking up and skiing down and stuff. So it was cold and fun.
Does
Yeah.
the company give you like, carte blanche to do whatever you want to do?
It depends.
Do
It's
they have
like
like guidelines?
they were kind of open to whatever because it was like they don't do a lot of video commercial work, so they weren't really sure what they wanted. So I pitched them an idea,
Yeah.
and they were on board with it, and we just rolled with that.
Okay.
But it really depends. Like some of the people I'm working with now, they kind of have whether it's like an event or a commercial, they have a format for their content that they like, so you can
Yeah.
just kind of follow that. But I like the free range projects a little more,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
How do you decide what you're gonna film? You just go with the flow. The ideas
Yeah.
come to you.
It's like there's a lot of like a stat like shots. I create a shot list that is going to convey like a certain feeling. So like for
Yeah.
the ski one we wanted to show the jackets were like powerful and like they could withstand it. So we had a lot of hero shots where like low angles or I don't want to get too technical, but just like figuring out how shots are going to convey your message and then building a shot list off that.
Yeah, we'll try to put some of your videos
Sounds good. Yeah.
in the video, in
Yeah.
the podcast post production. And what's the plan for the future? You want to work with bigger projects, more fun
Yeah.
projects, more.
Absolutely. That's like my goal is to really niche into. I do a lot of work in different industries, but my goal is to really focus on the outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of opportunity for that, even out east, but also out west. And so, yeah, I want to work with bigger outdoor brands. That's like my goal, like Arc'teryx's, that sort of thing, who have a lot of budget to kind of go free range and
Yes.
are open to creative ideas. So that's
Yeah.
the goal. Yeah.
And do you want to do like more travel vlogs? Is that something that you're interested in, or is that sort of like a
That's
side?
just a fun thing I do. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't make any like the travel ones. I do like 10-minute videos. I don't get paid for the vlog stuff, but it is a great way to showcase you can tell a story, right? So that's why I do
Yes.
those kind of spec travel projects. And yeah, most
Fun to watch.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun to make, so it's great. Yeah,
Entertaining.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, I was curious what happened with your buddy.
yeah. He just it's just altitude. Like it's just altitude. Like if you've never been that high, you don't know
No.
how you're going to react, right? And it's a lot of it's genetics. You don't even know.
You don't know until
Yeah,
you're
like
there.
fitness doesn't always matter.
No.
Like it's yeah, there's a lot of stories of guys who are beat out by like who can survive at altitudes that are like plumbers who drink every day and
Yeah.
they're beating out trained alpinists just because their genetics are better. So,
Yeah, I see that with the people in like the Everest documentaries.
yeah.
Like you've got like 15 guys that are climbing, they're dying, they're just
Yeah.
like not able to continue. And then you have a local that's just,
Yeah, and you never know
Pow-
till you're there. Like,
powering
just you don't
through.
know. So yeah,
I guess if they're from there, they probably
Yeah.
have the genetics to,
acclimated. It's like something to do with a blood vessel creation. You're just like
you're
get used
just
to
built
Yeah,
for it.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
cool. And is something like Everest on your list one day?
No, I don't know. Everest is. I don't like doing a lot of commercialized stuff. So
Okay.
like Everest is very commercialized. It's still really hard. Like I'm not
Yes.
gonna say it's not hard, but it's very much like a lot of lawyers and doctors that go and do it who
Yeah.
aren't necessarily a fan of the sport, but just want to conquer the mountain, which
Yes.
I'm not really a fan of. So
Yeah, I see that now. Like there's, I forget the number, but like there's thousands of people that
Yeah.
climb it every
Yeah.
year. And it's sort of like a pay to play
yeah, exactly. It's
program.
like I think with permits, it's almost like $100,000 to climb Everest. Like it's
Whoa.
unless you're a sponsored athlete, like good luck. Climbing
Yeah.
Everest. Yeah.
So what other peaks in the world are you eyeing right now?
I'd like to go back to South America eventually.
Yeah.
There's a couple of awesome ones down there, and the guy I'm going to Austria with, he's talking about going to Mexico and doing a 5,000 meter peak down there.
Okay.
So that's on the agenda for sure down the road.
We don't have anything like that in this
No,
area
no, you have to go out to
to the west,
yeah, west or Yukon or
to the Rockies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Rockies are beautiful.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
it's just something about being in the mountains.
Yeah, I know. I try and go out there every summer just to
Yeah.
do some stuff out there.
You
yeah.
ski also?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I ski. Yeah, backcountry. That was like something I love. Yeah, I just love backcountry.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that's cool. So what would be your next project? Like, are you looking to do more product placements? You're looking to do more storytelling for brands?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good question. I think like doing the working as a DP, director of photography for commercials would be
yeah,
my focus on what I want to do. So working with like outdoor brands, like I said, like North Face, Arc'teryx, stuff who they have creative range and the budget for, where like I can just show up with an idea, shoot
Yeah.
it, and yeah, that's so commercials mostly. Yeah.
Cool. You're meeting with some colleagues of mine you're mentioning. You won't mention
Yes.
who,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
but what would be the idea there? Just to showcase a story or?
Yeah, they so I'm there's actually a few similar to that I
Yeah.
was telling you about who they want like brand stories,
Okay.
like brand mission statements for their websites. So yeah, it's just a great way to position yourself as a brand to have that video piece of content to
Yeah.
humanize your brand and say who you are.
It makes such a big difference because I work with a lot of videographers, all good, but some of them they just have a little I don't know, little advantage on the storytelling
Yeah,
front, and like my socials will get 20 times more views
yeah,
if the video is done with some intention
yeah, and
behind.
some kind of hook, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
key. Yeah,
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 definitely. Now this videographer I'm working with now, he just shows up and says, "Okay, you need to say this," and then we don't need to focus on you. Like we're
yeah,
focusing on the product.
exactly. Yeah.
So it makes such a big difference. And if people want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
Yeah, so there's my website, which is on the hat there. My company, you can just Google Road Dog
Road Dog.
Production House, and I'll be like the top one. You can just click on that, and I have a link to my contact info.
What's the meaning behind Road Dog?
Road Dog, I started this. I came up with that name a couple years ago. I only launched the brand last year, but I came up with this name a while ago. It's just like always traveling, always on the road,
Yeah,
just loving traveling, loving being on the road. So
yeah.
that's kind of why I chose that, because I do a lot of road trips, outdoor stuff. So
Are your folks into videography at all, or?
no, no, they aren't. So I mean, they always had like a good camera growing up. They always
Yeah.
bought a nice camera, but mostly just for like family photos and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
And did you follow like any influencers online that got you into storytelling?
There's a few that I follow who are like big inspirations for me. Like mostly commercial direct, like DPs
Yeah.
who just work with like brands like Oakley and that sort of thing. So they're just working on really big creative projects. Yeah, there's a few who definitely have influenced me.
Okay, like who?
Yeah. A couple that I've been into lately is this guy named Ben Lalonde.
Okay.
He's from Quebec actually, but he's mostly DPs in LA, and he has a
Okay.
really sweet style, like just really unique, really eye catching, and he shoots a lot of his stuff on film, like Bolex
Okay.
film camera, which
Yeah.
is kind of cool. It's challenging, so
So film like the old school.
yeah, like loading cartridges of film into your video camera and getting it processed.
I see a lot of photographers doing that these
Yeah,
days.
I'm trying to get back into that in terms of photos. I just bought a roll film today actually because I'm going to get back into
Okay.
bring out the old film camera for fun stuff.
What's the idea behind it? Is it just
It's
the
just a look.
challenge?
Yeah, for me, it's kind of a challenge. I like that. I like not always shooting digital, and like
Yeah.
really, you when you have film, you have to be really careful of what you're shooting. Like everything has to be
Yeah.
framed properly. You only get one shot of taking that one photo, right?
Yes.
So you're really cautious and like what's the word I'm looking for? Like intentional with your
Yes.
shots. So yeah,
You probably don't remember those days, but like when I was your age, oh, geez, I sound like an old man. But, we'd have to buy like disposable cameras.
yeah,
Those were pretty in.
yep.
When I was in my
And
early
they're back
20s.
now. Like they're so popular now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah?
Oh yeah, it's expensive now to get filmed because it's so popular. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the disposable cameras still available?
Yeah, I have one that's a disposable. It's like the old plastic ones.
Yeah.
But you can actually reload this one. So it's like built like an old disposable, but you can reload it.
Okay.
It's kind of a unique concept. But yeah.
Yeah, just the whole experience of dropping it off at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
You know.
Waiting.
Yeah. I wonder why the pharmacies picked up that service.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a niche market.
It's kind of a
Yeah.
weird thing. It's like, hey, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it for you.
Yeah, just like the passport photos, they're the ones that do it. But now you drop it off, and then you didn't know what you're gonna get back.
No, that's the thing. Like that's what's cool about it, is like you shoot a roll of film in the summer, you might not process it till fall, and then you got to wait, and it's
Yeah.
like memories looking back. It's
Yeah,
cool.
and like it was so much more real because there wasn't any social media. But
Yeah.
like if you're out with your girlfriend, you'll take like, well, she'll want to take like 20
Yeah.
photos and pick the nicest one.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're only seeing people at like their best, but
Yeah. Yeah.
when you had those disposable cameras, like you'd have some funny pictures.
Yeah. It's
coming
raw.
back.
It's like really authentic when you're
Yeah,
shooting that. Yeah.
it was real emotion.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing like for a photographer like you to go out there with raw like camera, like real um,
Film.
film,
Yeah.
you don't know what you're getting until
Yeah,
you're
exactly. Like
developing.
I haven't shot any commercial stuff with a film camera because that's pretty scary. That's pretty
Yeah,
legit. Film is like something I'd like to work up to being good enough to shoot commercial projects with. But
yeah,
for now, it's if there's a budget riding on a project, it's kind of risky to shoot on
Yeah.
film.
It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
listen,
yeah.
brands,
It didn't turn
sorry,
out.
it didn't turn out too good. We
Yeah,
screwed up the films there.
yeah,
Oh, that's awesome, man.
yeah.
So, anything else you want to talk about?
I'm just trying to think. I mean, aside from the Austria project, I don't have any. I have some projects lined up that aren't really signed off on, so I can't talk about them too
Yeah, that's
much.
the thing, eh?
Yeah,
You
it's
can't
they're
feel.
really cool, but I can't. A couple of outdoor brands that I'm really stoked to work with that
Yeah,
are going to be big, and festivals around the city that are going to be big. But yeah, nothing locked in.
but for the ones that you're not currently in the works,
Yeah,
maybe we can talk about which brand you would like to work
yeah,
with.
for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Any brands that you're eyeing right now that you're.
Yeah, my dream is Arc'teryx. That's like the golden goose of like outdoor filmmakers. I'm sure you've heard of them before. They
Yeah.
make a lot of jackets,
Okay.
and they're like top of the line stuff. They're based in Squamish, so they're a Canadian brand,
Okay.
and they're like a premium outdoors product. But they're like the best of the best
Really?
apparel, outdoor apparel. Like it's my favorite, probably my favorite brand. So that's a dream, and they produce like 2 or 3 films every few months around outdoor sports and athletes, and they're
Okay.
always really unique. Like it's really creative driven. So that'd be my goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any ideas on what you would do with
Oh, it would be cool to do something climbing or mountaineering related.
yeah.
That'd be a dream because I've done the ski. I did the ski thing last year. It'd be awesome to enjoy some warm weather and shoot for them
Yes.
in their stuff climbing. That'd be a dream.
Do you hire models or do you mostly do the filming on
The
you
the
wearing the
Novus
gear?
one I shot with friends. I got them on board because they're good skiers, and I was like,
Yeah.
hey, we can just bring you on. We're gonna do this trip anyways.
Must not be too hard to get people to volunteer
No,
for that.
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
like, friggin'
yeah,
right. Let's
yeah.
do
As
it.
long as they don't mind me pulling out the camera every 5 minutes, but
Yeah.
yeah.
One of our colleagues here at the office, he does hella skiing.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
That's yeah.
somebody had a big accident like the week after he left.
Okay.
Like it's
Yeah,
dangerous.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
backcountry that's like we were up in Gaspé. That's where we were filming the ski ad, and it's all backcountry.
Yeah.
So we skin up. So we attach these like skins to the bottom of our skis, and then we climb up the mountain. Then we ski down, and so there's no lifts or anything. It's like a 20-kilometer day on skis.
Okay.
Yeah. So my camera was freezing up. It was pretty cold.
In Gaspésie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was cool. It was a little bit. We got a lot of rain, so there was high avalanche risk whenever
Yeah.
we were there, but we just played it pretty safe.
There's lots of mountains there.
Yeah, there's some. Honestly, I always say it. Like Gaspé is kind of a hidden gem. It's like someone cut a piece of the West Coast and dropped it out there.
No way.
And
Because
yeah,
I've been there,
Yeah.
and I guess when you drive up, you see like the towns
yeah, it
in like
was
the little hills, but I guess there's mountains a bit further.
Yeah, if you go towards like Cap Chat, that
Yeah.
area, like along the coast, and you drive inward, it's I can't remember the name of the town. Oh, Murdochville. That's it. There's
Okay.
a lot of peaks around there. So
I
nothing
didn't-
like as big as out west
No.
per se, but it looks because you're at sea level in
Yeah.
Gaspé, the mountains look really big
Of
and they're hard to
course.
ski. Like there's some 50-degree couloirs that you can ski
Yeah.
there. So it's pretty legit skiing. Yeah.
When we went out to Gaspé, we were told by the locals like don't walk out to the hole in the Percé rock.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard of
been
that.
there?
Yeah. I didn't go. But
So yeah, we were out, we're having lunch. We're like, oh, the Percé rock looks nice. Whatever you do, don't walk out there.
okay.
So what do you think we did?
Yeah. You went.
We went out there, and it was just me and my girlfriend, both wearing flip flops. Easy walk
Yeah.
going there. But on the way back, we caught the high tides,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and
They switch so quick, and yeah. Yeah.
the locals were out kayaking, and everybody was pointing at us and
Oh,
shaking their heads. But whatever.
Yeah, you survived.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
survived. But I see that it can be dangerous.
Yeah, there's if you don't know, you wouldn't think anything of it, but yeah.
Yeah. I didn't climb any mountains, but
Yeah.
I got caught by the high tide.
Yeah, that's scary though. That's legit.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
throws you around.
Oh yeah.
Quite a
Yeah.
bit.
Oh yeah.
I guess the way to do it would have been to just wait for the tide to come back
Yeah.
down. But once we got to the hole in the Percé, there was like 2 teenagers up in the hole, like smoking a joint.
Okay.
So we're like, oh, let's give these kids their
We'll leave
space.
them alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll let them chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we walked back, it was we should have listened to the locals.
Yeah. Well, it's an experience. It's
Yeah.
a good story.
Yeah, for sure. Do you do a lot of podcasting? Is that something that
I haven't. I've done one before, and it
Yeah.
was a virtual one, like completely over Zoom. But that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's only my second one.
Is it McKinnon, one of the YouTubers that talks about photography?
Yeah, Peter McKinnon. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
He does a lot of. I think he's Canadian too. He does a lot of
Yeah, I
really
believe
cool
so.
content. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I love watching his
yeah.
stuff.
He's really talented. Yeah.
Yeah, Casey Neistat, do you remember
Yep, I know
him?
him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that got me interested in vlogging.
Yeah, he went really hard on that. Like that was his whole
Yes.
thing. Like yeah, I saw his, like a breakdown of his daily schedule. And that guy was a beast. Like
Yeah.
just
So I did it for 30 days.
yeah,
Like, I mean, you can go look at my stuff, but
yeah, yeah.
it's embarrassing compared to yours.
No,
But just doing it like every single day,
yeah,
forcing yourself to find an idea and then,
yeah.
going out and
Just
filming.
improving every day. Like yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
So after 30 days, I had enough of that.
Just burned out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. I had to go sell some real estate, so
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Fair.
I
Yeah,
couldn't focus too much on that. But no, it's cool, man. Like, I'm not just blowing smoke there, but like your stuff is
I
amazing.
appreciate that. Thank you.
And if anybody has a story to say, they should definitely contact
Thank you.
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they can reach you at
Yes.
roaddog.net.
Yeah. Roaddog.net. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put a link in the banner
great.
here.
Thank you.
Right on, man.
Cool.
Well, thanks for
Awesome.
coming out.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Appreciate it.